we want to be sure that our viewers are safe from phishing scams. And as scammers become more and more creative, it's very important to know what an attempt looks like. That's why we have Craig Fraley. He is the Director of Business Development with Clark County Credit Union, standing by, and he's going to tell us, well, a few tips about how to avoid scammers, because that's it, Craig. We just want to avoid them at all costs. What does a typical phishing scam look like?
Yeah, they call it a phishing scam because they're actually phishing for information from you so they can pretend to be you to get into your account. And a typical phishing scam is you'll receive a phone call. It'll look like it's coming from your financial institution. On your caller ID, you'll see the number. It'll be the same number to your bank or credit union. It'll say the name of your bank or credit union. But on the other end is not your bank or credit union. And what they'll do is they'll say something's wrong with your account, and they'll require an urgent action from you. And they'll want you to give up personal information. They'll want you to give up your account number, your password, your PIN numbers, your security question answers. They want to get this information from you so they can pretend to be you and break into your account. So if you receive one of these phone calls, and I mean unsolicited, you did not call them, they called you, unsolicited, and they're asking you for any information, they want you to do something, hang up that phone call, and then call your financial institution directly.
That is a great tip. Never assume, once again, just because someone calls you on the phone, the caller ID says the bank or financial institution, the phone number maybe you recognize, does not necessarily mean it's them. This is what blows my mind, is how much work the scammers put in to these scams to make them happen. So I love that tip there. Hang up and you can always call your bank back. Yes. Never give that information over the phone. So that covers that phone scenario. There's other scenarios, Craig, other ways that people try to reach people and get their information. What have you seen? What do you think we should be most aware of?
The bad guys will use every contact available that you know. They will send you emails and they'll look like they're coming from your bank. They'll send you a text message. Of course, they'll call you. They'll even send you documentation in the mail. And all of these things can be used to try to get information from you. So if you receive any of this information, do not click on any links on any email or text. Do not call any phone numbers that they provide you. If you receive an electronic unsolicited communication, simply delete it. And then if you receive something in the mail physically, you can actually take that item to your bank or credit union. They'll turn it into their fraud department. Also, if you receive a phone call, as we just went over, hang up, call them directly.
Really great tips, truly. The problem is it can feel like a lot to manage because, like you mentioned, it can come from anywhere. It can come in the mail, it can come in an email. So it really leaves it kind of in the hands of the consumer to figure out what is true correspondence and what is not. Like you said, you can always bring a correspondence to your bank or financial institution and check with them. Clark County Credit Union, you have many actually security measures in place. You mentioned a fraud department. I know that I have my bank's fraud department on my cell phone just in case I should ever need to get that number. To call that number about.
Yes, what's great is we have our checking account, Bonus Checking, actually comes with two great security features. It comes with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week credit monitoring and identity theft protection. So you're protected 24/7. If somebody opens a phishing license in your name somewhere, you're going to know about it. Somebody tries to create a fraudulent credit account to get a line of credit in your name, you're going to know about it. If you are a victim of identity theft or fraud, you don't have to worry about, well, what do I do next? Who do I call? A fraud expert is assigned to you, and they will walk you from the very beginning all the way through to the very end. You're never left alone on what you need to do. If you have to come out of pocket with any money to recoup your identity, like you have to fly somewhere and testify in court, you have to pay for an airline ticket, a motel, a rental car, anything like that, you're reimbursed those funds up to $10,000. But here's the really cool thing. This doesn't just protect you. This protects every member of your family living in your household, and they don't have to be on your account. You just have to register them with Bonus Checking. And this includes your minor children. Keep this in mind. The bad guys would rather get a hold of your minor children's ID than yours because they can use it for a longer period of time before it's detected. It's usually detected when your child grows up and applies for their first job or college tuition. Then all these things show up. This will prevent any of that from happening. And you can, and by the way, Bonus Checking comes with a lot of other great benefits. And you can explore all of those on our website at ccculv.org.
I tell you, Craig, that is truly impressive. You don't know that you need the support of an institution until something like this happens, until you find yourself the victim of fraud. And then you're looking around like, who's going to help me through this? Because you can feel very blind in the process. I know I've been the victim of identity theft before. So having all that support set up that you do at Clark County Credit Union, that is really something else, not just for yourself, the account holder, but for the entire family. It's awesome, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah,
before we go,
it's really good.
Before we go,
Sure,
real quick.
go ahead.
No, sorry to interrupt. I don't think we have time for magic today, although I do love to see your magic tricks because I want to touch really quick.
That's okay.
I want to touch really quick on community. I know that this year alone you've honored local nurses, local teachers. What is Clark County Credit Union doing in the community this summer?
This summer we're going to be reaching out to everybody I normally reach out to, all of my main contacts, and we just let them know that we're here for them. I do a lot of benefit fairs, a lot of orientations. We're always out there letting people know. Right now we're in the process of handing out our nurses awards from Nurses Week from last week, so we're in the process of giving out those awards to them. And we have scholarships people can sign up for. There's always something going on. We're always doing stuff in the community, like with 3 Square and other, we do things with Opportunity Village. There's all kinds of things that we do in the community.
It's awesome.
For charitable organizations.
Well, we commend you. Craig, thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to learn more, visit the website that is on your screen, ccculv.org.